Hello everyone and welcome back to a brand new video. In this one I'm going to be taking a look at another Oxford Diecast emergency vehicle that I just got for my collection, and this is another Volvo FL Emergency 1 pump ladder fire engine, and this one is from the Greater Manchester Fire and Rescue Service, and the model number is 76VEO003. So without further ado, I'm going to jump right on into it. So this is the second Volvo pump ladder fire engine that I have in my collection. It's a pretty nice one. You can see the detailing on the front of the cab with the checkered pattern colors, but it doesn't go across the lockers, which is different. You can see it's got 3 lockers. They keep their equipment and their tools, which is pretty cool. Right above the front door, you can see there's like a mirror hanging above. Right here, the thing. I'll even zoom in really quickly. You can see what I'm talking about right there, right above the door. It's pretty nice detail. It's pretty cool that that's there. I'm not sure why. That's pretty nice. I'll zoom out just a little bit now. As you can see, it says Greater Manchester Fire and Rescue Service, written pretty small. It's pretty cool though that it's written there. Looks like there's 2 blue lights in between, or on both sides of the writing. I don't know if you can tell, like right here, and another one right here, which is pretty cool. And also too, while we're looking at it, it looks like there's a camera of some sort, a camera or a light right here, just a pretty cool detail to it. Not sure why that's there or what that is. That's pretty nice. Another interesting detail on it. Turning it around to the back, you can see on all 4 corners they have those lights, which is pretty cool. Then you got this tool right here. I'm not sure what that thing is. That's pretty cool. Same thing as the South Wales one that I have. It has that at the back too. Can see right in the center on the bottom where they open up the where they put the where the water goes in at, where they hook up the hoses to get the water, which is pretty cool. So that's that right there. Turning it around to the other side of the fire engine now. Pretty much the same detailing on this side. Greater Manchester Fire and Rescue Service. Got the lights, the 3 lockers, and then the same checkered pattern color along with the crest. There's no little mirror or anything above the door on this side, which is a little bit different. That's pretty cool though. Now turning it around to the front, as you can see right along the front of the top part of the fire engine right here, it looks like there's another area, and I think this looks like there's some extra lights. I've noticed on the real thing in real life, I've seen on some British fire engines that usually they have some extra lights kind of right by the light bar just on top, which is pretty cool. That's what I'm thinking, that's what this thing is. But also too, really quickly while I'm looking at it, there's like a mirror or a thing right here. Not too sure what that thing is. It's probably a bit blurry, you can't really tell. There's a little mirror right there. Just a little different. Gonna zoom out. And then right across the front, it shows the Volvo sign going across the front, which is pretty cool. And it's got fire written forward and backward, which is pretty nice. And then now, speaking of that, looking at this from above, it's got a blue light bar, a lot like some of my Scania fire engines. It's got the blue light bar, whereas if the other one from South Wales had a clear light bar across the top, which is a little bit different. And then also, taking a look from above, looks like there's like a camera or a special light right here, which is pretty cool. Got a nice little detail to it. And then you also see the ladders on top of it. You got the small one right here, which is pretty cool. And then I'm going to turn it around to the other side to give you hopefully a better look. Then you got the big one in the middle, and then another extra one right here along the side, which is pretty cool. It's the same as my Scania fire engines. I think that's a little bit different from the South Wales one, or can't remember if that one had 2 ladders or 3, but that's pretty cool. So anyway, I'm going to turn it back around now. So this one is one of the 4 Volvo FL emergency pump ladders that Oxford has released. And this is a pretty cool one. I'm really happy with this buy. I really like this model. I think it's pretty cool. Definitely different from some of the other ones that I have, but this is definitely a pretty unique one. And I didn't have any fire engines from Manchester before, but now I do. So this is a pretty cool one. I really like the look and detail of it, and I think Oxford did a really great job with this one as well. I can't wait to see the other Volvo pump ladders that they make like this in the future. I think that'll be pretty cool. But I have to say, for this one, it's pretty awesome, and I really like just how nice it looks. It's a pretty cool 1/76 scale model, and it goes really great with a lot of my other Oxford fire engines. So I would highly recommend getting this one if you were to come across it. If you really like collecting the 1/76 scale model emergency vehicles like I do, then I'd highly recommend getting this for your collection. It'd be a pretty great addition. And I would definitely give this model a 10 just because of how cool it looks and all the realistic features it has on it. So it's a pretty nice model, and I really like having this one. So with that being said, I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and please be sure to stay tuned for the next one.